Jai Saparikar Shri Guru Gaur Chandraju Ki Jai. Jai Shri Giraj Govardhanju Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Astatarasata Shri Sriman Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswami Mahārāj Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Astatarasata Shri Sriman Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣak Śrīdhar Goswami Mahārāj Ki Jai. Jai. Welcome to Śrī Chaitanya SCSMission morning class. Jai Śrīmatī Śrīlekha Didi Ki Jai. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jata Parakamalam Shri Gurung Vaishnavangscha Śrī Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitangstam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vidangscha Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantika. Haribo. Jai, continuing to read by the grace of Guru and Gauranga, Śrī Chaitanya Charitāmṛta. We are now on the 15th chapter of Antya-līlā, the transcendental madness of Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of Lord Chaitanya. Jai Jai Śrī Chaitanya Jaya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vṛndā.
Jaya Jaya Śrī Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vṛndā.
So we just heard Jai Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj Ki Jai Śrīla Om Vishnupad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. What an interesting journey we're on. We have no idea what the road looks like ahead of us. All the twists and turns. All we know is that the Lord is always there. Gurudev is always there. Excuse me for drinking in the temple room, but if I don't, I won't be able to talk.
Harikatha needs to go smoothly.
So the last two verses, absorbed in the ecstatic mood of the Gopis, Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered here and there. He began to inquire after Krishna by quoting verses to all the trees and creepers. The Gopis said, O Chuta tree, O Priyala tree, Panasha Asana and Kovidara, O Jambu tree, O Arka tree, O Baal, Bakula and Mango, O Kadamba tree, O Nipa tree, and all other trees living on the bank of the Jamuna, for the welfare of others. Please let us know where Krishna has gone. We have lost our minds and are almost dead. Kacha tulasi kalyani Govinda charana priye Sahatvali kuler bibrad Drishtaste piyochita. O all auspicious Tulsi plant, you are very dear to Govinda's lotus feet, and he is very dear to you. Have you seen Krishna walking here, wearing a garland of your leaves, surrounded by a swarm of bumblebees? Malyatadar Shiva Kachin Malike Jati Jutike Britimbo Janayanyata Kadasparshena Madhavaha. O plants of Malati flowers and Malika flowers, Jati and Kutika flowers. Have you seen Krishna passing this way, touching you with his hand to give you pleasure? So Mahaprabhu is ostensibly not in Vrindavan, but of course, as all these things are, we read yesterday in Upadeśāmṛta that those who have the vision of Vrindavan will always see Vrindavan. Amra panasha piyala jambuka vidara tirthabashi shabekara para upakara. Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, O mango tree, O jackfruit tree, O priyala, jambu and kovidar trees, you are all inhabitants of a holy place. Therefore act kindly. Therefore kindly act for the welfare of others. They're saying, we are very poor. Act for our welfare. Krishna tumara iha aila paila darashana. Krishnera udesha kahira kaha jivana. Have you seen Krishna coming this way? Kindly tell us which way he has gone and save our lives. Uttara napanya punakare anumana. Shaba purusha jati krishnera shakara samana. When the trees did not reply, the gopis guessed, since all these trees belong to the male class, all of them must be friends of Krishna. Kena kahabi krishnera udesha amaya. Śrī jati lata amara shaki praya. Why should the trees tell us where Krishna has gone? Let us rather inquire from the creepers. They are female and are therefore like friends to us. Avasya kahibe pana chi Krishna darashane. Eta anumani pucheto syadi gane. They will certainly tell us where Krishna has gone since they have seen him personally. Guessing in this way, the gopis inquired from the plants and creepers headed by Tulsi. Tulsi malati juti madhavi malike. Tomara priya Krishna aila tomara antike. O Tulsi, O malati, O yuti, O madhavi, O malika. Krishna is very dear to you, therefore he must have come near you. Tumi shabayahao amara shakira shamana. Krishna desha kahi shabe rakaha pranam parana. You are just like dear friends to us. Kindly tell us which way Krishna has gone and save our lives. Can you take a message? Can you answer it and take a message?
Okay. Or what if I answer?
Yeah, you can answer. Uttara napanya punna pavena antare. Eha Krishna dasi bayana kahe amare. When they still received no reply, the gopis thought, these plants are all Krishna's maidservants, and out of fear they will not speak to us. Age mrigi ganadeki krishnanga gandapanna taramuka deki puchena nirnaya kariya. The gopis then came upon a group of she-deer. Smelling the aroma of Krishna's body and seeing the faces of the deer, the gopis inquired from them to ascertain if Krishna was nearby. Apyena patnyupagata priyaye hagatrais tanvandusham shakishu nirvritim achyutova katanga sanga kucha kunkuma ranjitaya kunda shajakula pater ihavati ganda. Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, O wife of the deer, Lord Krishna has been embracing his beloved, and thus the kumkum powder on her raised breast has covered his garland of kumkum flowers. The fragrance Excuse me. The fragrance of this garland is flowing here. Oh, my dear friend, have you seen Krishna passing this way with his dearmost companion, increasing the pleasure of the eyes of all of you? This is quoted from the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Kaha mrigi radha sahe Śrī Krsna sarvata Tomaya sukadite aila nahika anyata. Anything urgent? Anything urgent, Prabhu? Anything urgent? My dear doe, Śrī Krishna is always very pleased to give you pleasure. Kindly inform us whether he passed this way in the company of Śrīmati Radharani. We think they must certainly have come this way. Radha Priya Saki Amara Nahi Bahiranga Durahaite Jani Tara Jaiche Anga Ganda. We are not outsiders. Being very dear friends of Śrīmati Radharani, we can perceive the bodily fragrance of Krishna from a distance. Radha Anga Shange Kucha Kunkuma Bhushita Krishna Kunda Mala Gande Vayu Suvasita. Krishna has been embracing Śrīmati Radharani, and the kumkum powder on her breast has mixed with the garland of kunda flowers decorating his body. The fragrance of the garland has scented the entire atmosphere. Krishna iha chari gela iho virahini kiba uttara dive e nashune kahini. Lord Krishna has left this place, and therefore the deer are feeling separation. They do not hear our words. Therefore, how can they reply? Age vriksha gana de ke pushpa palabare shaka shaba padiache prithvi upare. The gopis then came upon many trees, so laden with fruits and flowers that their branches were bent down to the ground. Krishna deki eshava karena namaskar Krishna gamana puche tare kariya nirdar. The gopis thought that because all the trees must have seen Krishna pass by, they were offering respectful obeisances to him. To be certain, the gopis inquired from the trees. Bahum priyangsha upadaya grihita padmo ramanuja tulsi kali kule madandai anviyamana ihavast tarava pranamam kim va binandati charan pranaya valokai. Lord Chaitanya continued, O trees, kindly tell us whether Balaram's younger brother Krishna welcomed your obeisances with loving glances as he passed this way, resting one hand on the shoulder of Śrīmati Radharani, holding a lotus flower in the other, and being followed by a swarm of bumblebees maddened by the fragrance of tulsi flowers. This verse is quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam. Priyamuke bringapade taha nivarite lila padma chalaite haila anyachite. To stop the bumblebees from landing on the face of his beloved, he whisked them away with the lotus flower in his hand, and thus his mind was slightly diverted. Tomara praname ki Kairyachena avadana kibanahi karena kahavachana pramana. Did he or did he not pay attention while you offered him obeisances? Kindly give evidence supporting your words. Krishnera viyoge e sevaka dukita kiba uttara dibe ihara nahika samvit. Separation from Krishna has made these servants very unhappy. Having lost consciousness, how can they answer us? Atabali age chale chamunara kule deke taha Krishna hai kadambera tale. Saying this, the gopis stepped onto the beach by the Jamuna river. There they saw Lord Krishna beneath a kadamba tree. Kokiman mata mohana muralivadana apara sondare hare jagannetramana. Standing there with his flute to his lips, Krishna, who enchants millions upon millions of cupids, attracted the eyes and minds of all the world with his unlimited beauty. Unlimited. Everything about Krishna is infinite. Everyone may have some kind of beauty or something, maybe not, but it's very limited. But Krishna's beauty has no limit. Sundarya dekiya bhume pare murchapanya henakale swarupare milila ashiya. When Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the transcendental beauty of Krishna, he fell down on the ground unconscious. At that time, all the devotees, headed by Swarup Damodar Goswami, joined him in the garden. Purvavat sarvange sattvika bhava sakala antare ananda asvada bahire vivvala. Just as before, they saw all the symptoms of transcendental ecstatic love manifested in the body of Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although externally he appeared bewildered, he was tasting transcendental bliss within. Purvavachave mili karaila chaitanya utye chodike prabhu karena darshana. Once again, all the devotees brought Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu back to consciousness by a concerted effort. Then the Lord got up and began wandering here and there, looking all around. Kaha Gela Krishna, etani painu darashana, tahara shondarya mora harila netramana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Where's my Krishna gone? I saw him just now, and his beauty has captivated my eyes and mind." Punakene natekiya murali vadana tahara darshana lobe brahmaya nayana. Why can't I again see Krishna holding his flute to his lips? My eyes are wandering in hopes of seeing him once more. Vishakare rata jaiche shloka kahila se shloka Mahaprabhu padite lagila. Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then recited the following verse, which was spoken by Srimati Radharani to her dear friend Vishaka. Nivam Buddha lasadute navatadin manugyambara suchitra murali spurach charar amanda chandrananha. Amanda. Mayura dalabushita subhagatara hara prabha same madana mo same madana mohana sakitanoti netra spriham. My dear friend, the luster of Krishna's body is more brilliant than that of a newly formed cloud, and his yellow dress is more attractive than newly arrived lightning. My dear friend, the luster of Krishna's body is more brilliant than that of a newly formed cloud, and his yellow dress is more attractive than newly arrived lightning. A peacock feather decorates his head, and on his neck hangs a lovely necklace of brilliant pearls. As he holds his charming flute to his lips, his face looks as beautiful as the full autumn moon. By such beauty, Madan Mohan, the enchanter of Cupid, is increasing the desire of my eyes to see him. This is found in the Govinda Lilamrita. Navagana Snigdavarna Dalitanjana Chikana Indivara Nindi Sukomala Jina Upamana Gana Hare Sabara Netramana Krishna Kanti Parama Prabhala. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, Śrī Krishna's complexion is as polished as powdered eye ointment. It surpasses the beauty of a newly formed cloud and is softer than the blue lotus flower. Indeed, his complexion is so pleasing that it attracts the eyes and minds of everyone, and it is so powerful that it defies all comparison. Kaha Kikari Upai Krishnadbhuta Balahaka Moranetra Chataka Nadeki Piyase Marijai. My dear friend, please tell me what I should do. Krishna is as attractive as a wonderful cloud, and my eyes are just like chatak birds, which are dying of thirst because they do not see such a cloud. We know that the chatak bird will live only on rainfall, so they won't drink water from any other source. So, quoting Śrīmati Radharani, he is saying, well, my eyes are just like chatak birds, which are dying of thirst because they do not see such a cloud. Sodamini pitambara stiranahi nirantara muktahara bakapanti bala Indradanu sikipaka uparediache deka aradanu by jayanti mala. Krishna's yellow garments look exactly like restless lightning in the sky. Jai Shri Guru Gaurachandra Ki Jai. Krishna's yellow garments excuse me. Krishna's yellow garments look exactly like restless lightning in the sky. And the pearl necklace on his neck appears like a line of ducks flying below a cloud. Both the peacock feather on his head and his Vijayanti garland containing flowers of 5 colors resemble rainbows. Muralira Kaladwani Madhura Garjana Shuni Vrindavani Nache Mayura Chai Akalanka Purna Kala Na Lavanya Jyotsna Jalamala Chitra Chandrera Tahate Udai. The luster of Krishna's body is as beautiful as the glow of a spotless full moon that has just risen, and the vibration of his flute sounds exactly like the sweet thundering of a newly formed cloud. When the peacocks in Vrindavan hear that vibration, they all begin to dance. I'm going to read that again. The luster of Krishna's body is as beautiful as the glow of a spotless full moon that has just arisen. And the vibration of his flute sounds exactly like the sweet thundering of a newly formed cloud. When the peacocks in Vrindavan hear that vibration, they all begin to dance. Nilamrita varishane shinchi chauda bhuvane hanamega jabe deka dila durdaiva janja pavane mege nila anyastane mare chatakapite napaila. The cloud of Krishna's pastimes is drenching the 14 worlds with a shower of nectar. Unfortunately, when that cloud appeared, a whirlwind arose and it blew it away from me. Being unable to see the cloud, the chatak bird of my eyes is almost dead from thirst. Puna kahe hai pada ramarai kahe prabhu gadgada akhyane Ramananda pade shloka shuni prabhu raharsha shoka apane prabhu karena vyakhyane. In a faltering voice, Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again said, "Alas, go on reciting Ramarai." Thus Ramananda Rai began to recite a verse. While listening to this verse, the Lord was sometimes very jubilant and sometimes overwhelmed by lamentation. Afterwards, the Lord personally explained this verse. So we can stop here, because this is beginning a new little part.
That was intensely beautiful.
Jai Śrī Chaitanya Charitāmṛta ki Jai, Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj ki Jai, Śrīla Om Vishnu Padesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. No one can deliver what they don't have. We've been given these purports and translations by Śrīla Prabhupada, so we can put our full trust of our heart in hearing these things, but not to put so much trust in just anything and everything that you can see in books or online about Krishna. Oh, pardon? Bona fide, yeah. Jai.
Guru Maharaja always
Haribol. Jai Shri Upadeśāmṛta ki Jai, Śrī Rupa Goswami ki Jai. Jai Śrī Rupa Nuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Jai, so we'll just recite the verses up to the present verse, which is number 10, I believe. No, number 9. Vacho vegam manasakroda vegam jiva vegam udarupasta vegam etan veganyo vishaheta dira sarvam apimam prativim sasisyad atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha chanasangasaloyam cha sadvir bhaktir binashiti. So the first is, of course, the 6 urges, second, the 6 things which destroy devotion. Utsaha nishaya dharya tat karma pravartana Sangatyagat satovite sadbir bhakti prasijyati. The sixth quality that nourish bhakti. Dadati pradikaratnati guhyam akhyati prichati bhunkte bojayate chaivam sadvidam pritilakshanam.
The six different exchanges of love between devotees.
Yes. Krishneti asya giritam manasadriyeta tikshasti chat pranati bisha bhajantamisham shushushaya bhajavigyam bhajanavigyam ananyamanya nindadi shunya hridam ipshita shangalabdya. Those are the different relationships between ourselves and different persons who are chanting the holy name. And we have to remember that those who are chanting the name only once, which we are giving obeisances or giving respect to them in the mind, that is not offensive chanting. That is one name which is maybe even namabhas, but it is not offense. But some of the kirtans we can hear, so-called kirtan, can be very offensive. They can be sahajya, they can be mayava, they can just be entertainment for others. We don't know. So we'll stick to our hearing from those whose kirtan is being led by the great souls. Krishneti yasagiri Krishnai Sabhava Janiter Vapusashcha Doshe Na Prakritatvam Miha Bhakta Janasya Labhe Gangambasam Nakula Budbuddha Pena Banker Brahmadravatvam Apagachati Niradharmai. And
not consider the devotees in this world mundane because of their faults in their nature. Just like the Ganges water, because it has mud, foam, and
bubbles,
doesn't mean that it has lost its spiritual properties.
Brahmadravatvam, that it is liquid divinity, liquid spirit. Śrī Krsna Chaitanya Sitapya Vidya Pito Patapta Rasanasya Narochikanu Kinvadaram Anudidam Kalu Jaiva Justa Swadvikramad Bhavati Tadgadam Mulahantri. The sugar candy of Krishna's name will have the effect of curing the jaundice, which is of ignorance, which is keeping us from feeling that sweetness. Tannama rupa charitari sukirtananu smrityo kramena rasana manasi niyojya tishtan bhajetad anuragi jaganugami kalam nayedakilam etyupadeshasaram. This is the essence of instruction. Vaikuntha janito varamadupuri tatrapi rasotsavad vrindaranyam udarapani ramanat tatrapi govardhana radha kundamihapi gokulapate premamrita plavanat Kuryadasya birajito giritate sevam vivekanakaha. And of course these are the gradations of rasa. And these different like places, or you could say, are degrees of rasa, degrees of surrender. And yes, of course, a different taste based on that surrender. So now on page 237, we're hearing from Śrīla Guru Mahārāj, Jai Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣak, Śrīdhar Dev-Goswami Mahārāj, Jai Brahma. Okay, now at the bottom, this is the bottom paragraph on page 237. Brahma, misunderstanding. Pramada, inattentiveness. We read this yesterday, but Vipralipsa, deceit, and Karanapatava, sensory incapacity. These four kinds of defects in us do not allow us to grasp the real purpose of the environment and what we see. The difference is wholly within the onlooker, the seer. The various covers are within. And when they are removed, we shall see everything as Goloka. We are there. Everyone is there. The difference is in the stage of the onlooker, the degree of prejudice. The thing is one ultimately, one whole. And seeing it differently is Maya. What does absolute mean? It's not a splayed thing. There is one whole and different degrees of rasa. And behind, below that, nothing, no rasa. Ignorance of exploitation. But it's not a place. It's a degree of consciousness. I can't believe I edited this book and I couldn't remember that these 3 paragraphs were in there. Hare Krishna. Maya means to read the environment with a defective standard of measurement, measuring things from a local and prejudiced standard. Maya means what is not. It means that what we experience is not the universal meaning. Universal means all-encompassing. In this sense of the universal meaning absolute, all-encompassing. There's nothing outside of it. It is reality. We throw some local meaning on things and read them according to that. We read from the standpoint of local interest, be it small or a little bigger or bigger than that, but all limited. Ego, extended ego, extended ego. Bhuva bhuva sva mahajana tapasatya biraja brahmaloka vaikunta. The same thing appears to be of a different type according to the mentality or prejudice of the seer. That means every atomic existence can be seen deeper, deepest. Perfect sight can only see Krishna's play, the beautiful, everything unprejudiced. It is only different types of prejudice that cause the same thing to be shown differently. This is making me so excited, I don't know what to do with myself. An apparent reading of the same thing, an improper reading, is to read it without understanding its purpose. what is the purpose? It is for him. That is reality. Everything exists for him. Everything does exist for him, and it knows it exists for him. It's all conscious. Just like when a person has some prejudice against a person, all evidence may be of their good character, but they will not see that. We don't see reality. Shame on us. It is all above us, all of it. Every twig, every stone, every piece of dust is made of something higher than what I am made out of. This is the fact. An apparent reading of the thing, an improper reading, is to read it without understanding its purpose. I think its purpose is to make me feel the way I feel like I should feel. Absolute nonsense. That is the essence of Maya. Which poor Adam exists for me? How did he become so unfortunate? That he, of all the other things that exist for Krishna, exists for me. It's nonsense. It's full nonsense. There's no question of that anywhere. Everything has a purpose, and whatever concept we have of the environment, apart from that, is Maya. It is contrary to the absolute. The real meaning and purpose is there, and that is that all serve the center. They do serve the center. Not like I'm going to offer it and then it serves the center. It's already serving the center. But there is something of offering, and then there is prasadam. But that is not the Mahabhagavata Uttama Adhikari Vaishnava. He's not seeing anything that's not offered to Krishna. But still he wants to take part. He's cooking for the Lord out of love. He's taking part. He's making his contribution to the entire environment. But now we are trying to do something like that. But we also have to have some understanding behind that. One may see and feel things, but one's experience will not be real. The proper current is there, but one cannot read it. And what one reads and feels otherwise will be Maya. The proper current is there. It's not that it's not there. Reality exists everywhere. Where will reality not be? By definition, it's everywhere. By definition. Everything is for the center, guided and enjoyed by the center. To read or have conviction otherwise is Maya. Why don't we say this? Why do we skirt around this issue? When one is fully identified with the interest of the Absolute, one cannot see things otherwise. It is like light and darkness, one full of sweetness and affection, fully conscious, and the other just, ugh. I know. I'm an expert on the dark side. The first verse of Bhagavatam says, Artesha Abhijñaḥ svarāṭ. The real meaning of every incident is known only to him. And in another place, Guru Maharaj is saying, only Krishna knows the meaning of every movement. That means there is meaning to every movement. There is purpose to every movement. And that is one purpose, to please the Lord. It doesn't have any other purpose. What other purpose will there be? The reality is for itself. What else is it going to be for? Nothing, for something that is beyond, outside of reality? The real meaning of every incident is known only to him, and he is not bound to follow a single line. That's another thing. Surrender means hold on, because Krishna does what he likes. He's not following the rules of the scriptures that are meant to make us human, that are meant to keep us from eating each other. He's not following any of those rules. He is not following a single line. Srila Guru Maharaj said, everything that you have been telling the world about Krishna, at any moment he can make it all not true. No, I'm not that. Abhijñaḥ svarāṭ. The real meaning of every incident is known only to him, and he is not bound to follow a single line. Well, this is what God does. He doesn't do that. He is an autocrat. And at every second he may take a new step. So see our position? We are lost. Only he knows the meaning of every incident. And who is he? The autocrat who may change his purpose and movements, or everything.
He's not a good example.
He can change anything into anything else. The scientists say, well, this is the thing, and this is the property of that, and then all of a sudden, bing, and it isn't that anymore. Lord Brahma, who puts all the laws of material nature into play, when he sees Krishna, is like, I don't understand you. You are not under any law that I put in place here in this world. You aren't any of that. Who are you? Little boy with a lump of rice in the wrong hand. You're not supposed to hold your food in your left hand.
Only good hope for us that he is a good autocrat.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will be hard.
Yes. Suhridam sarvabhutanam. I am the Lord of everything. I am the receiver of all sacrifice. But I am friendly to you. I am so friendly to you. The autocrat who may change his purpose and movements, or everything. The truth is such, and we are to accommodate ourselves to him. In religion, often we want him to accommodate himself to me. I'll tell you what. You make my son pass his exams, and I'm going to give you this. The truth is such, and we are to accommodate ourselves in him. We have no other alternative than to find our heart's inner connection with that wave of absolute beauty and charm, to dance within that wave. Otherwise, who are we? We're lost. We don't even know who we are. And sometimes you say, yeah, no, I got it all together. I got this job, and I got this house, and I got a car, and I got this, and everything's going real good. My health is great. Just had a check-up. And any minute, oh, finito, schmito. Like Srila Prabhupada said, John Kennedy was the most powerful man in the world. And one bullet, finished. Finito, schmito. And we're speaking very bravely here. But every little wave knocks me under all the time. I'm like, oh my God, everything. Blah, blah. And then I have to remember, come on. It is your will, my Lord. I do not know what you are doing, what is your purpose, but I want to be for that. Let me be for that. It's very simple. And it's the best news that has ever been told, coming from the holy lotus mouth of our gurus. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya. It's not an exaggeration. Make the words from the lotus mouth of the spiritual master one with your heart. Adana Koriya Mane Asa. Don't want anything else. With careful scrutiny, we will see, oh, this is actually a fact. This is the guiding light of existence. Nothing ever has been said so wonderfully as what is being said by the followers of Śrīla Rupa Goswami. Krishna is all in our life, and he must be allowed to capture our whole existence. His interest, his exclusive interest, and no other thing should capture us. To have such a connection with him is normal. To have such a connection with him is normal. And everything otherwise is abnormal. And there's all these little things in the middle. Well, but this is the fact. This is the fact. Everything is abnormal that is not done in the mood of his exclusive interest. He's the dancer. He's the supreme dancer of existence. All existence is around his whim. Hare Krishna. When I started homeopathy college, the professor said, get confused and stay confused. And I thought, oh, well, that's easy for me. But what he meant to say is homeopathy is a law that you can't just wrap your head around. You're not going to stick it in your pocket. What to speak of the movements of the absolute reality?
Impossible.
The only connection must be in surrender. There is no other way. What other way? Am I going to meet with him and decide how things are going to go? Maybe there shouldn't be a full flood of Vrindavan. What do you think? Everything drowning. Everything drowning. Indra has no power. If Krishna doesn't want that to happen, it's never going to happen. So in my tiny little negligible existence. Negligible is like an exaggeration of how to describe my existence. So tiny, so nothing. Certainly, that little existence should be for him. And I'm not doing him any favors. Well, I hope that one day it may be pleasing to him, that he's very merciful, and we can make that prayer. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam means prayer. Yes, sir.
Now that you're reading and talking about the Supreme Autocrat, may I read a part of the foreword of the Upadeśāmṛta?
Yes,
that
please.
Will really
if you read the foreword to Upadeśāmṛta every day of your life, you practically will know everything.
So this part is almost, well, not almost to the end of the foreword, but it says this. There is no anarchy in the absolute power. Nonetheless, mercy is found to be above justice. Above judiciousness, the supreme position is held by love, sympathy, and beauty. I am the absolute power, but I'm friendly to you all. Knowing this, you need never fear. This revelation relieves us from all apprehension. We're not victims of a chaotic environment, but it is judicious, considerate, and the ultimate dispenser is our friend.
Wonderful. You know, I'd like to put up a blackboard.
A blackboard?
Or a whiteboard or something, maybe here in the hallway, and every day someone can write something beautiful there that they have read. Yeah.
That's an amazing idea.
And in what Bhakti Lolita was quoting the other day, Wednesday night, that was so beautiful. And I want to write that down on a blackboard. And then when we pass it, we see, very, it was really from, oh, now my brain won't, I can't remember. Where was that from? Anyway, it was during Gita class. But that is really, it is so comforting that you must just go on trying. Just go on trying. The goal we're not even clear about. Guru Maharaj said Christopher Columbus put his boat upon the ocean and he wasn't even sure where he was going. But he had hope. He had an idea that, yes, this is a good thing to do. So we're like that. We're little, but there are lighthouses all along the way in the form of our gurus and their instructions. So we're going to keep going, that's all. We're not going to stop. And atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha dhanasangas chaloyam cha sadbir bhakti vinashati. So we want to be careful about those things. Jai, beautiful Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the absolute reality in his most wondrous form of Radha and Krishna in Audarya Leela.
Inconceivable. And he's giving himself to the ones that don't even want it.
Knocking on the door.
To the ones who want to negotiate with the Lord.
Bahir Mukha. The ones who are looking in the other direction. Jai Shri Upadeśāmṛta ki Jai, Śrī Rupa Goswami ki Jai, and our most divine, merciful Master, Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣak Śrīdhar Dev-Goswami Mahārāj ki Jai, and Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswami Mahārāj ki Jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai, all Guru, Rupa Nuga Guru Varga ki Jai, and Śrīmatī Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Hare Krishna. I'm so excited now. Hari Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama.
Hari Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govinda the meaning of that Tandura Charana Sevi? Sevi Bhakti Saniva. Get your book there. Or maybe
birth after birth.
Yeah, it's such a nice, because we can say this and consciously, because you go because we're used to singing something, and the mind can wander. But when we think about these verses, they're very, very astonishing and wonderful. That we can actually say, my goal, my aspiration, is that I will have these great souls, the dust of the holy lotus feet of these great souls in my life, birth after birth. These great souls, not any of some, these great followers of the Six Goswāmīs, they will be, I will get their service. I will be able to serve them. Tandara Charana Sevi, to serve their holy lotus feet, the Bhakti Sanivat. Janame more. Abhilas, this is my aspiration. Very nice meditation. Jai Shri Guru Gaur Chandra Ju Ki Jai, Shri Raj Govardhan Ju Ki Jai, Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswami Mahārāj Ki Jai, Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣak Śrīdhar Dev-Goswami Mahārāj Ki Jai, Śrī Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai, Chaitanya Saraswati Vṛndā Ki Jai, Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Sagoswami Prabhu Ki Jai, Saparshad Srimad Mahaprabhu Ki Jai, Saparshad Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath, Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Ki Jai, Tadiya Saka Mat Ki Jai, Chaitanya Saraswati Mission Ki Jai, Gol Kartal Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Samaveda Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai, Samaveda Bhakti Vṛndā Jai, Gaur Premanand
Haribo, Jai Śrīmatī Śrīlekha Didi Ki Jai. We're very fortunate to have the association of Vimal Krishna Prabhu, of Lavanya Didi, of Jagannath Priya Prabhu, Shanta Didi, and Kumkum Didi.
Kumkum Didi, did you say?
Yes.
Didi.
Right.
Excuse my noise. Then